What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and the backlash against Netflix over the disgusting, vile filth that is the movie Cuties is not over. And in fact, it may only be ramping up because now we're getting actually into legal ramifications for Netflix. And it resulted in an enormous stock drop, took a nosedive today after this announcement. We're going to get into it. We're going to take a look at the people who have still been defending this, who almost all happen to have blue check marks next to their name. It is disgusting to see the people that are still trying to defend this movie after everything that we have seen is in it. There's no other way to describe it. Disgusting is the only thing, at least the only thing that's safe enough to use on YouTube right now to describe it. But look what happened today. Netflix indicted in Texas over Cuties movie, Prurient Interest in Sex. So there you have it. That comes directly from the indictment itself. Netflix troubles regarding the film Cuties isn't quite over. The streaming giant was hit with an indictment in Texas over the movie's alleged promotion of the exploitation of minors. Representative Matt Schaefer shared the indictment Tuesday on Twitter, and he did show this, and this blew up immediately. Netflix Inc. indicted by a grand jury in Tyler County, Texas for promoting material in Cuties film which depicts lewd exhibition of pubic area of a clothed or partially clothed child younger than 18, which appeals to the prurient interest in sex. Hashtag Cuties, hashtag Texas legislature. I think that's what that means. But as soon as that happened, you can see here, this was, let's see, 2:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go ahead and take a look right here. What happened around 2:45? Well, this is Netflix stock. You see it immediately drops. Immediately drops after they get indicted for the exploitation of children. That's essentially what this is. Now, there could be a lot more to come from this. Who knows if they're actually going to be able to hold this legal action against Netflix for the distribution of this film. But it tried to rally, but continued to sink down. Overall, it was down about 3% on the day. It should be noted that we have seen big dips in Netflix stocks over the past month, and they recovered fairly quickly. Even this deep dive that we had here during the hashtag cancel Netflix, when it was way down, you can see it's already like 50 points higher than it was then. But now, another big crash. It's pretty obvious to tell the reaction that the market had to that, what the sentiments the market had to the realization that Netflix is actually going to be indicted for this. Netflix may actually be in real legal problems over the pro-pedo movie, the disgusting filth that they are pushing out there. And you remember, Cuties backlash led to Netflix US cancellations to spike nearly 8-fold. Now, this is back on September 15th. Again, right in this whole big time where cancel Netflix was trending for like a week. 8 times the normal amount of canceled subscriptions. There's no doubt that Netflix got hit for this, but they are still standing by Cuties. They are standing by this movie for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe they're really behind the messages that it does indeed send. A Netflix spokesperson responded to the indictment by saying Cuties is a social commentary against the sexualization of young children. This charge is without merit, and we stand by the film. Again, deciding to die on this hill. Now, it's all well and good if that's what the message of your movie is supposed to be. And I can see a way where, yeah, you watching this, wow, that is a bad thing. However, the problem is, in the midst of saying that, you go on to actually exploit these children. That is what happened during this movie. There's no denying that. Anyone who has seen some of these disgusting clips going around, these shocking clips, it is literally mind-boggling that anyone saw this and was like, yeah, definitely, let's get this on our platform. That makes me question who you are and what you really want. It's awesome to say that you're against violence. You shouldn't go and actually shoot someone in the head in the making of a movie to prove that point. You can make a movie. You can make a statement that violence against animals is bad. You don't have to literally beat an actual dog to death to make that happen. That is what they did in this case. And of course, we saw these typical weirdos out there. Scott Mendelson, for some reason, creepy Scott Mendelson, you see him in the thumbnail peeking his head out there. I wouldn't let him near any child that I knew, that I was related to. I would keep this dude as far away as possible. He has been trying to defend this movie. Controversy over Netflix Cuties was outrageous, unfair, and incorrect. Of course, movie Blob Chipman himself agrees with Scott Mendelson. And essentially it's become this political thing divided down party lines. And for these people who are on the left, for some reason, they see the outrage against Cuties as a right-wing thing. It is an everyone thing. Every normal person is upset about Cuties and don't want that on the platform. But because you saw people on the conservative side of things come out against it, you decided to take a stand for it. That's what it seems like. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but again, that's blue check marks for you. That is the media. That is disgusting shills like Movie Bob who are peddling this garbage. And you can even go, here, we can probably go to this tweet. We can probably go to this tweet and find blue check marks who are upset about this for some, literally blue check mark right here, Matt Schwartz. I don't know who he is. He's a media member of some sort. Did the grand jury watch it? Or did whoever presented to the grand jury watch it? Again, asking people, oh, you gotta watch it, guys. You just gotta watch it. You can't really understand until you watch it. Well, I've seen a lot of people who have watched it and said exactly the same things. Seeing those clips, the 2-minute clips that are out there of these moments that people are talking about, there is no context in which that is okay. Because these young girls were exploited to get that footage. And the over 600 people that auditioned for this movie, God only knows what they went through and how exploited they were and what they're going to do with those audition tapes. We've heard how those types of tapes can get around in Hollywood. Not going to speculate any more than that right now. But this is serious. This is serious shit for Netflix. The idea that now they are actually in legal trouble for the distribution of this filth. And that's what it is. It is filth. There's no other way to describe it. Anyone who has seen these clips knows that there's no denying what it is. And these people, these blue check marks, these mainstream media members, the people who want to normalize this garbage, the people who defend it, they want it to stay out there. Netflix is deciding to die on this hill. We'll see what happens to their stock. We'll see what happens to them actually legally. Will they get in any trouble for distributing this? Will any long-term ramifications come? I kind of hope so, because honestly, children need to be protected. You'd think that's the one thing that we could all agree on, that children need to be protected, but sadly, it's still a politically divisive issue for some reason. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.